I wouldn't be surprised if Monet goes for a Hurricane Pike somewhat early in this game, being against Clockwork.
Baboka
Razor
also played some Disruptor, so if you want Razor to get off the Medusa.
I feel like Razor or Disruptor doesn't want to be defensively glimpsing.
I'd really like them to see them, like, instead of trying to fix the Medusa's problems, like, pressure Quest in some way.
Take a stronger support like Rubik.
Yeah, something to...
Kill threat, Skyroth.
Yeah, something to make them feel scared, because it feels like you're just trying to give the Medusa a game, but, like, is Medusa going to actually, like, carry this game, if you even help her? I'm a bit questioning of this.
Yeah, why not just enable the Mars? So the Mars is actually doing something across the map that forces rotations out there, so your Medusa can get the game.
Yeah, I think that would be more something I would suggest if I was an Aster here. The best way to get the Medusa a game is to keep attention away from her, not try to like keep her in the game like by dodging a Razor Link or something.
Quest bans out the Lion and the Techies. Skyrath is still in the pool. The Willow that you wanted is still in the pool. Also, Io is still in the pool, which was something that Baboka ran earlier as well.
I'm really digging below. Oh, they go Marana. And we're coming out with a nice PL pick here, boys.
Another prediction by BSJ. You mentioned the Marana.
Yeah, I mentioned it. Oh, wait, I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, you're right.
Ember Marana Classic.
But I'm really feeling the PL.
But I like this because it can set up for it can help the Ember and the Mars actually do something around the map. Hopefully gives Medusa more space than just kind of chilling your TA.
Well, the guy's name says he's going to pick it 2,000 times, so that's TA 2000 Classic.
I actually don't like TA versus Medusa.
I don't either.
I feel like they need to, they're kind of relying on Amar to carry this one, and the TA is more like a tempo thing.
And Noob. Noob's going to do some right-clicking.
Forgetting.
They do have a lot of right-clickers. I don't love the TA pick, but I know it's like one of his specialties. He's literally advertising it. I mean, I think Quest is the better team. I was really hyped about the Razor. I think it absolutely owns Dusa. They don't really have best way to make... Like, Monet's not going to hard carry this game, so it's going to boil down to Sumail. And then you mentioned that Snapfire kind of owns Ember, the lane.
Yeah, it's a 8-2-9-1 lane. It's a very, very hard lane for Ember.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically Sumail has to pull a Sumail where he wins a losing matchup somehow, maybe with a gank from the Marana, and then he ends up making it so his Medusa is not have all the weight on her shoulder.
Is it possible, Mo?
I don't think so. I think Quest got this one.
I think so too.
Winter, give us some glimmer of hope.
Nope, I don't have. I think it's going to be too difficult for the supports. They're going to have to secure the side lanes, and they're going to have to help the Ember to take the runes, and I think that's going to be too much for them to do.
I'll let you give a glimmer of hope. What does XXS's item build on Mars have to be?
It is going to be a Blink, a BKB, and a maybe even a Force Staff.
Okay. Let's see if it happens. Let's see if he can enable his Medusa to success, or if we're going to look at a 2-0 for Quest. Let's find out in game number 2 with ODPixel and Fogged.
Thank you very much, Tsunami. Yes, game 2 here, ready to go between Quest and Aster. And this time round, Fogged very much seeing a different approach from Aster, as we hope to see. You know, we're not getting kind of some Luna Undying. We're going to try and run you down and end the game. They're going to try and rally up around Monet's Medusa. Was picked rather early.
It was.
Gives Quest the chance to respond to it, of course. What do you sort of make of how good this game is or isn't for a Medusa now that we've had this draft complete?
It looks difficult for sure because of the Shadow Demon and the Razor in particular. I think those two heroes actually just make this hero's life quite miserable. So I was so happy when I heard like BSJ kind of calling for it too, because it is the Mars specialty. We've seen this. We haven't seen it as much as I think we should, and I think it's an amazing answer. I think Aster, their success has to kind of come from Chaos being thrived and from how Sumail is going to do with rotations with Baboka. I'm going to be looking at Baboka's movement on this game, see how much he's going to be able to dictate to get them rolling. Because yeah, this does not look like a game where Medusa is going to suffer. There's just going to be these annoying illusions. There's going to be this Razor constantly sitting on top of you. It's getting all of your damage. So let's see what they're going to be able to do. It's not looking. But one thing, I guess the one like good thing is that the TA matchup overall versus the Medusa can of course be pretty okay versus the Medusa if the TA doesn't.
Sure. I mean, yeah, what do you sort of think led Quest to finish their draft with the TA? What do you think they saw with it this time?
Probably just likes what he's playing up against in the lane. Right, feels like he's going to free farm and he's just going to be able to sit back and be that Ancient Farmer while his team pressures like crazy. Because if you look at the 4 heroes that they have on Quest, they're going to be looking to play with those 4 a lot.
Snap by Razor, likely to get very, very active involved.
I know TA 2000 loves this. He, of course, look at his team, but I know he likes this hero in this match. He likes to play versus these. Some of these strength heroes that just have like really low armor in the off lane. He just thrives off spamming the meld onto them.
Yeah, I mean, I think we heard from the panel, right, they felt that overall kind of the matchup between the TA and the Medusa does tend to go the Medusa's way.
Sure.
What is it about this game that you feel that TA 2000 is completely unfazed by the fact that there's a Medusa? Is it just that there's other answers?
Yeah, there's other answers.
Yeah.
I mean, they have like they have a tri-core kind of strategy. The Snapfire should have a good matchup versus the Ember Spirit, and then yeah, the Razor should be able to do a lot once he's able to get those links going. Okay. Let's see how the lanes go in particular, because it is an Undying backing up a Medusa, which is seen by like the strongest laner, and Amar is taking quite a bit of a beating. He may actually just die to double blood.
Yeah, that's the blood grenade down upon him.
That was 2 of them.
He's got stick charges and Tango, actually.
Okay.
And he keeps us cool. He doesn't even need to pop the stick charges there, so Amar knows that he's fine.
And that was 2 blood grenades. That was the Medusa's blood grenade, and that was also...
And Omar is going to be able to make the creeps meet here with the pull.
So he's just going to pull the wave until they feel like... Once they get static link, they're infinitely stronger than that link. Amar, he does have a... Back up. Sumail, first wave, excellent. He actually got all 4 last hits. He was able to put it under the tower of Noob.
We saw last game, Sumail did have a very good lane, but not quite enough for him to be able to recover sort of the state of the game for the team.
This game feels like it's hard mode. Like, this is hard mode, and Sumail has to really be able to feel that, how much he's going to be able to do for his team.
Lane so far.
Impressive though. I mean, I'm just staring at mid. Sumail's gotten level 3 really early, so he's got level 2 Flame Guard to deal with the harassment.
Unlucky, Sumail. Unlucky.
He was able to keep ahead in this matchup.
First, so these waves are the hard ones. Sure here, so. Excellent start there. 1,000, he should be pretty fine there. And we're going to see how much Baboka does with his run. So I'm looking forward to see how much he does move around with these arrows. Does have kill threat.
Top lane.
That's kind of what I always feel like is the end. What's the biggest thing I always look at when it's these Medusa? Do you get the healing Lotus versus Medusa? No? You probably won't kill her inside the laning phase. So far, Monet, first 2 waves, pretty good. 12 and 6. 8 and 4 also only on Amar right now.
Yeah, Pichu's been doing a good job of just keeping Amar back and not allowing Amar to ever find the opportunity to step up and link the Medusa.
Yeah, Blood Grenade's actually quite nice. Prevent Razor from getting static. A little bit of extra slow. Omar, considering like he wants to maybe try to go aggressive, but Amar's still slightly low, and they will get the healing level side.
Never easy to play the lane into the Undying on these early levels.
Healing Lotus.
Doing a good job.
I think these 2 heroes are some of the strongest healing. Undying gets so much out of it. Medusa, of course, just incredible amount. Monet has 10 denies.
Holding the lane super nice up top.
Perfect positioning. They're not really allowing Amar to use his static link almost at all. Probably, I mean, on Quest they're maybe waiting for like level 2 static link before they get aggressive. But, I mean, Aster's just going on Amar right now.
See if he's able to live this time. It doesn't look like it. Tombstone's down, and Monet on top of the free farm. He'll get first blood in this lane.
I mean, Pichu's doing incredible stuff up here as this Undying, gonna just stoning the 2 of them to, yeah, not let Monet get. I thought he was gonna get linked like 2 or 3 times here, but he hasn't actually not gotten linked at all up here. Good start for Aster.
No slowdown at all for Monet.
And Sumail too. Like, it's still pretty much dead even inside the mid lane there for him versus Noob.
Definitely seen some Snapfires get the sort of the better hand against the Spirits in the 1v1s. Case here, Sumail doing fine.
Not slowing down TA 2000. He's got his boots, he's going to be rushing his treads.
Try the harassment set up. It's XXS, TA2000 in with the meld hits. Good damage trade. So XXS is out of regen as well in this lane. What's he got coming out? And the courier has got a salve.
Nice play from Boca. He actually played on top of the Shadow Demon, so didn't let Kaori walk up and get more stacks up. Omar still at level 2, so level 3 Battery Assault not quite online yet to be able to kind of protect and zone this Undying to give Omar a little bit of an easier time. Hope for them to take advantage and slow down this Medusa so far here. Omar does get the snag now though, has a point in Cogs, level 2 Link is online. One does drop down though. Enough damage.
For the plasma field, it's not enough to kill Pichu.
The Healing Lotus.
It'll be fine. Omar's gone. Omar, he'll try and turn, but okay, Kaori should be able to finish off Pichu. Comes in across the gates and is able to take him down.
Omar wants more. They're going to get the illusions made.
A little off with the timing though, between the disruption of the plasma field. I mean, even if it hits, they just don't have the damage to get through Monet and his full mana. And charges on a wand if necessary.
Well, killed Noob. By himself.
Well, there you go.
Holy crap. I mean, so they said it. Sumail had to pop off. I mean, this early game is ridiculous from him. Pretty much dead even versus that snap and even getting a solo kill.
Yeah, great start across all lanes.
Solo kill a snap.
I mean, against the noob snap as well. It's one of his hottest heroes, really. He was one of the guys who started playing noob snap mid first.
Yeah, even before it got universal or anything like that. When there were small camps in the mid lane. A long time ago. Super nice start. Of course, that Healing Lotus coming into play in top lane too. They eventually did bring down the Undying, but he was able to survive so long here. Still continuing to keep this really good free farm for Monet. Could even potentially back up and start getting some stacks for him too, since he's had this really good startup here. West in position to steal double wisdom though. Kaori already in his prime spot to take that one away, and yeah, Boca's not going to make it over there in time. Looks like XXS maybe he's going to try disruption.
We'll get the spear off, but indeed the disruption is going to last that little bit longer. He feels that he wouldn't have been able to step up and take it. Opts to deny it. I think he could have maybe gone and grabbed it.
I mean, we'd have to yeah. I think maybe he could have too, but either way, I mean, they get one and they don't get, Aster doesn't get the other one.
The job's still done.
Job's still done.
And maybe it was both might have been around to leap in and pick it up first.
With this early good start that he's had, he can actually make rotations. He doesn't even need Slight Chains. Level 4 Slight. He's got the Orbital Corrosion already finished up, so yeah, just able to chase him out there.
That's a very promising start for Sumail.
Yeah. Boca hasn't even had to make the rotations toward mid. Static Link. This time it'll hurt Monet quite a bit there, but he does have the wand charges to fresh himself up.
Just for Noob.
Monet, hot start. What, 500 ahead of the TA at the moment here.
Considering going for Noob there, they didn't quite want to move with the Tombstone there from Pichu, but he think about it. Runes go, yeah, shield rune for Sumail. So,
and now he's got a point in the chains too, so now he can actually be that setup for Baboka to maybe catch some rotations too.
Yeah, they've got to be very aware of the fact that Sumail's having this solid start, Quest Esports. They've got to be prepared for the ganks from this Ember Spirit. They're going to hit hard.
Even the Razor, like even Amar is super fragile at this point versus this Ember. So yeah, all of them do have to be cautious. Level 6 now is online, so they're going to look to get aggressive up here, Quest. On the Undying, they isolate him free Tombstone, he can't get it down.
See what they can do though with XXS here, maybe find some turn. Not quite able to catch Amar.
Kisses are here.
He's out of the arena, and indeed Monet's got to back away. The mana's gone, he'll put the one charge in, it won't keep him alive.
Oh, a better gank.
Big kill as well, Monet gone.
And they're set up, Sumail, he makes his way up here, gets a slight chains, but he can't do much of anything. Barzold not quite connecting on the Razor, and Nuke just an instant TP. No hesitation whatsoever. Monet does get brought down.
It's a painful hit there for Aster.
Tier 2000 looks like they want to try to punish him down here.
Sumail.
They should have him.
And Tier 2000 will try and turn and take Baboka in return, but won't get it. Baboka's out, and indeed Tier 2000 he's going down. Sumail picks up another kill.
Give him every kill. Make sure this Ember is as enabled as
back
possible.
up top. They're collapsing in onto XXS.
He's found.
And over the focus down bottom, there's going to be no TPs coming in to bail XXS out of that one. So Quest push forward, they take the kill. Now they look to try and take this tier 1.
And back to business they go. Even though Monet had that amazing start, in Sumail
He's got mana as well with the one charges. Noob could be in trouble.
He's asking for
One,
help.
pops the bowl charge. He's in under the tower. Samael, he's going to be taking another surely sleight of fist. It's there. Samael dominating.
I mean, he's doing so much at this point. 4 kills right now for Sumail. Javelin's about to be online. Keep setting him up for all the
double
runes.
damage room
Oh, yeah.
for Samael.
Send him to the top lane, perhaps, as well.
Oh, this Ember Spirit's looking pretty hot.
Ember Spirit's definitely looking hot. The Medusa still has its problems, though, in this game, versus all these counters, so
And so
it's important that
you
Sumail
can
has
feel it
this.
in the way Samael's playing.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to rectify any problems that his team has.
I mean, DD Rune is a good way to kind of get things to continue going for him here. Javelin's on its way. Noob TP's in the mid lane. Maybe it looks... Oh, they actually find a stack. Are they gonna... Can they actually go for this clear? I don't think they can. They want kills.
You just want to get kills as this Ember. You don't want to waste time hitting Ancients, even if you have a DD. They get this chain set up onto Omar. Tombstone's going to be dropped down. Omar, he's out.
Deleted. Sumail wants more. Find a courier.
That's quite a stacked courier as well. Had Walls of Clarity smokes and a full wand on for Omar.
Sumail just wants to get these lights on people. Force the link, jump away. Applying that pressure up here.
Yeah, he's got that sort of early game momentum that you'd hope for Samael.
Yep, got the catapult wave up here too, Kaori.
He can go again with a slight change. He's got the catch onto Corey. Arrow will be dodged by the disruption.
See you later.
So he's still very much dead. Another kill for Aster. As Samael continues to force the issue.
He's pushing the limits, really. Keeping himself with a defensive remnant and just continue to spam. Keep these supports low, keep them at bay. Really nice stuff so far from Sumail.
I mean, they could maybe go for a march. Samael gets the chains.
Should be able to get the chain.
That's it up. Setup's there. Arrow connects.
Get him the angle.
Getting beaten down by the Ancients as well here. As another catch set up by the Ember Spirit. Samael looking to be on quite the roll right now. 4-0-3. They're going to take this top tier 1 quest. They've got a bit of a Samael problem this game.
They sure do. And the thing with Aster's playing like this too, they're focusing attention up here, right? So look at Monet. He's able to triangle, get that farm going, keep himself at the top. Still, like we said, he's going to run into some issues versus like these counters, but yeah, Sumail playing pretty much perfect there, and he's even gonna...
Is he going to get the power in? He won't get the power in. But he may get a kill. They have to take they don't. Okay, Amar's able to get away. And also has the backup of both Noob and Amar around this point. So they're not going to be running into that one, Aster.
Nice try, Amar. Tried to fill up the bottle of Noob, but I think he actually didn't get into his inventory, so it'll stay empty. Both mid laners empty bottles. Atos finished on Noob. Has that extra little bit of catch to perhaps try to trip up Sumail, who's been just having a perfect.
Whilst this is happening, Monet's farming perfectly fine. 70% though, of course, for TA2000. He's been sort of keeping his himself out of trouble, avoiding these fights and making sure that he continues to rack up the goal.
It looks like we got a fairly close one, though, kicking off here. It's going to be these crazy carries versus each other. It's not going to be a stop either way. Be a pretty exciting one. We have lots of team fight, tons of stuff that can happen in the mid game here.
No catch Pichu. Noob's not going to hesitate on just dropping down the ultimate, get the quick kill onto Undying.
Top tier 2000 setting up here for a push here. XXS
Does have Arena if he wants to try some sort of setup. It's actually going to be Kaori that sets up onto him, holds him back with the disruption. They're just trying to focus and finish off the tier 1 tower. XXS still stepping forward, but will get completely kited here as they drop down a demonic purge and make sure that Corey and tier 2000 can back off safely.
playing it careful. They just don't want to. They want to make sure he doesn't get like a deny or anything like that. Tier 2000. Getting closer and closer toward his death zone. They did, I believe, block the far left Ancients when they made that aggressive move there from Aster. So at least preventing some type of farm from this TA who's looking to recover. And yeah, Sumail. Pretty damn good timing. That's going to Snapfire. But Noob still keeping himself pretty much even there.
It's keeping up. It really is. Yeah, on par with that. And BKB coming out next after the Atos.
Okay.
Making sure that it's no longer an easy effort for Sumail to just jump, snap fire, and destroy him with the magical damage. But the BKB, when that's out, no longer going to be a kill that Sumail can quickly take down on his own.
Yeah, I don't blame him actually doing that, since there's going to be it's going to be the Mars blinking on you and the Ember kind of jumping you at the same time. So yeah, I don't blame that he's just going to probably rush that BKB early on. Double Wisdom Runes quest, they will be able to set up for those, so they do take those away. But Aster looking to play more aggressive rather than focusing on getting back there. Actually setting up for mid tower.
And they're trying to bait a bit with Monet as Monet's going to step up to push the tower.
He's got full Manta.
If this gets any response from Quest, do they fall for this bit of a bait from the Medusa?
A2000 risk of dying for sure if he steps
I
over.
think they know
I don't
this
know
is
if
going on though. They're playing it careful. Nobody's coming up to this tower from Quest. They know what Aster's up to. Sumail's going to go for the quick TP top. There's nothing more to be played for around that mid lane.
The fact that Amar is slowed down quite a bit this game is the reason that this tower mid is able to fall like this. If he's having a better time on the Razor, then ideally that's where he wants to go, right? As this Razor, but now it's like he's so fragile at this point. Slowed down. Yeah, they just have to give up that tower, and they're even gonna have to give up Omar's life.
Making sure as well to get Sumail the kill there.
Everything.
Back from Pichu. Continue to funnel everything into this Ember Spirit right now when it comes to the kills.
And now they've got Blink on Mars on the on XXS, so definitely continue to look for these type of plays here around both of these cores. Supports play naturally around them and just continue to give space for Monet. Good timings, and he's got that butterfly queued up. Yeah, 2000 definitely probably knows that this timing, as we've seen so many times for these Medusas, this itemization is very natural, so we'll see what they look to actually do to perhaps answer it. Top, they're actually setting up onto the Mars here. Gonna commit kisses. Look like it.
Ooh,
nice arrow.
Yeah, it's going to catch Corey by surprise. They're coming in from the high ground into the spear. Get Cookie forward. Now new ball turn with the kisses. See if he can maybe get some of the supports. Trying to get the connections onto Pichu. Pichu heals up with a soul rip. He's able to dodge the last few blobs. Who will not find anything in return for losing his Shadow Demon support.
Aster making hot moves. They're reacting nicely here too. Just quick little move. Kisses don't end up catching much of anything there, and they still have Arena at the ready if they want to go for something else. Sumail was even swinging over. So Noob, it's good that he actually makes the move, otherwise he could potentially get set up on also.
To do his best to not show his face here. Success will be immediately on top of him. They'll get the push going in.
Monet's gonna have a very fast timing on this butterfly. I'm looking to see if TA2000 adapts in any way.
I think XXS is considering going on this. Yeah, he's
Sure
gonna go
is.
for it.
Cookie, oh!
The mark though. Cookie's going to be there in time. He's able to jump over before the spear comes through from XXS. Noobie's perfectly fine.
They just wanted to pull him far away from the tier 2, I guess, but ends up whiffing.
Step for Sumail. On this top lane.
Hook shot is onto some illusions. Whoopsie.
It's just that. Maybe, yeah.
Bit of a slip up there.
Maybe further there was a chance that one of them was real, but it's not the case. Monet's perfectly safe farming his Ancients and was Eagle Song close to the butterfly.
Yeah, I keep on checking TA2000 if he's looking to switch up the item build at all. Right now, he actually buys the shard early, so it looks like he's trying to be a bit more annoying for the Mars than for the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, I imagine he'll still go for the standard run link. The Drangars and then.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. As Amar,
they'll catch him in the arena.
He'll get caught again. Still no BKB onto him. Getting quite a bit of momentum here.
And with quite some scary course to back it up.
Scary course and potential Roshan kind of snowball plays here with an Undying and a Medusa going butterfly.
Yeah. This butterfly is going to be super fast. Way faster than any sort of online can come out from Quest. That can respond to this and deal with that.
Radiant's middle tower is about to be a pile of smoking rocks.
Perhaps a little bit more of that, for waiting for that timing in particular for Monet, but before they really look to go for that Roche here. Undying Flesh Golem also was used before, so maybe... Yeah, 2000, Deso is done, so they actually might be the ones to look to potentially set up for the Roshan themselves. This could be a pretty heated kind of battle here. Does Amar have BKB? He doesn't, so probably doesn't want to get involved. So Aster, it feels like their team fight's quite a bit stronger if they rally with the Deuce up here.
I mean, absolutely, Aster.
If they have a Deuce.
Team fight any day of the week, and I think Quest know that. They're kind of pulling back themselves.
Yeah, it definitely is not easy, because Monet can just TP over.
I hope they don't take it.
2000 is under vision.
They could try and chase this Aster.
They see them. Sentries on top of Sumail. That does give away the fact that there is a shard though on the TA, so in 2000 does have that versus. Rocket that room.
Definitely more so again this time around where Aster. They don't mind doing a little less than they were trying to do last game. And Monet's pushing out pretty far.
This could be a dangerous position for him to be in.
He's going to stick around for some camps. Stick around for the small camp.
Okay, the whole team's coming. All right, there we go.
Here we go. The rest of Aster, Pichu, Sumail.
Omar's hunting
to help out.
Can't get the catch. Aster, they're going to chase forward now.
It's time to run for Quest.
Sumail get a grab here. XXS is looking. Not quite able to get it. But Monet at least will be protected.
Sumail could still go for this.
He's going to poke, but of course some BKB perhaps. Can't go.
Able to force them out of the high ground.
He's considering jumping in.
DD run at the top. Not going to be able to grab it. Yeah, tier 2000. That's straight up. And we'll be still going for the BKB first before any sort of MKB, so just making sure they can survive. And killing the Medusas going to be a very difficult task for how far money is, but
it's Roche time. I mean, for Aster, it's time to go into the Roche pit. You've got absolutely everything at the ready. So, I mean, Quest, they're going to smoke and make the move over. They have double BKBs. See what they find here.
Hard fight to take.
Kisses are very good around this area if he's able to get them off fully. See what XXS is able to grab. Uh-oh.
So we see Quest.
Hello. I think we're all lagging. It's not just me. It's them as well.
Oh, what did you do?
It wasn't me, I swear.
A little bit of lag. They've lagged towards the pit, but...
It was all of us, yeah.
At least it was now and not after the fight started.
Oh, that would have been horrible.
This was the good time to get the lag out the way.
Good ankle. DD's ending on the TA. Sumail is in prime position to kind of break any type of movement that comes in. Sumail going a cool build too. He's got Halberd. So versus that TA versus Razor, this is actually a really cool pickup rather than going for just his own, like, you know, Aya build with his Kaya Sanj. That's actually really cool. Because he's being kind of this, like, he's done the heavy lifting in this early and mid game just to be that big annoyance, but now he's taking this step back and he's like, yep, Monet, I've enabled you. It's your turn to carry, my friend. I'm getting a halberd. On you, my friend. Let's see. Is Amar going to be able to get a big link off? That's going to be the question. Can he actually stick onto the Medusa? Is he going to just die during it as well, too? There's quite a bit of damage, so...
The question is, does XXS himself need to get the BKB, or can he also just go straight for a halberd? Like, he's holding on to the gold. Does he need a BKB that badly this game as a Mars?
I don't mind it. I don't think he should. I don't think you need to really deviate too much.
And you think out of having one halberd at this stage again, that's already going to be good enough.
He can go for it after if he really feels like it, but I feel like I think I only want to see Mars do the same build every game this tournament. I think I just want to see Blink, BKB, Shard, Hex/Refresher, something along those, depending on what the game calls for.
I drink your
Soul themselves.
Is there another? Wait, is that trying to click? Where's Maboka's courier?
What is that voice line?
What was? I didn't hear anything.
I drink your milkshake.
You never heard that one? That's Razor's. That's his level 31.
What is he talking about?
I have no idea, but he says
What has that got to do with Razor?
I don't.
Am I missing some sort of joke or something? I drink your milkshake.
Maybe some type of... Let's look up the lore.
What's that got to do with Thunder?
Where's Avery? Avery probably knows.
Avery would know.
Avery would definitely know.
He would know.
Drink... I mean, it's from...
Oh, was it like a quote?
I mean, it's from a movie, right? But...
Oh, it's a movie.
I know it's from There Will Be Blood, right? But I don't know what that has to do with...
Razor.
With Razor. Right? Like, that, of course I know where it's from, but I don't know why it's a Razor.
There you go. What does it mean?
No, I... Cannot stop.
You're saying you cannot stop me.
But what does that have to do? I guess with Razor it makes sense because you can't stop him and he
maybe he's just he's a movie buff. Razor enjoys his
movies.
Yeah.
That's...
Maybe he just likes milkshake.
True.
Maybe he just enjoys a good milk.
We'll get another third. Sorry, everybody at home.
Well, we should be.
They're saying go, so I think things are a little bit better here.
It's okay. What's a little bit of lag?
Okay, lead. Aster. Fully set up around the pit here. Is that okay, now I get to actually check them. Where the hell is Mirana's courier? Okay, Lotus Orb is being delivered right now on Baboka as well, too. They're in the midst of this fight.
Okay.
Okay. If he can Lotus the Deuce too, that's just an answer for the static link as well too. You just be able to get it on the Deuce as well. Oh, hook shot.
They're going to catch XXS on the back lines. They're trying to get rid of the Mars. Going to step out of the pit. Monet is in with the stun and get
They got him.
They got him. But it does cost them both their lives.
It cost
T8
TA.
destroyed. As he has no chance in this fight. They've got to retreat now. Corey's not going to get the chance to. Double kill for Monet. It was always going to be a tough fight for them to enter into. They didn't start it off badly. Like
Not bad.
The hook shot into the trees, catching XXS. You feel that'd be a good way to start the fight for Quest. It just wasn't good enough.
They got on the TA.
Check this out.
I think the Stone Gaze clipped him, right? I believe. Then he just is able to just stand there and hit him.
Up on the high ground, right? TA 2000 trying to attack from above, and indeed,
I think it did.
I think he must have just got frozen. He was
Yeah.
trying to help focus to take down the XXS. Which they do, but cost them their life. And into the pit they go. Aster and Aegis is in the hands of Monet. 9k lead. This time round, Aster very much hitting all the timings and on the timings really to be able to take this game home.
And so far, pretty much the entire 20 minutes of this, the concerns of like the Shadow Demon and the Razor not really proving to put up much of anything versus this Deuce. Of course, the Shadow Demon will still have its merit as the game progresses over and over again, but the Razor is definitely starting to feel like it's falling a bit flat on its face. They're starting to have more and more answers. Yeah, I don't even think okay, they do have one 4-step, but they have this Lotus Orb that you can just throw the Lotus onto the Deuce, and then he can't actually use the static link as effectively, so.
And he's going to get his own force as well, Monet, right? He's getting Dragon Lance into the Hurricane Pike, another answer to the Razor, to the clock. I mean, even keeping the range advantage against the TA.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see the Razor actually put quite a bit more pressure on him in the early game, but it never has really happened whatsoever. Aster.
Yeah, I mean, it's just sort of the tried and tested duo, right, of the Undying Medusa, having P2 in that lane. It really shut down Quest from being able to achieve much at all against Monet in the early game, in the early lane. This Medusa had free farm from minute one.
She really did. Blood grenades plus decay. Too much for a Razor, I guess. Now, Scout continuing this push, rallied around the Dusa.
Yeah. And we see with TA 2000, he's really got his hands full. He's got the BKB queued up, he's got the MKB queued up. Corey, he'll get caught outside of the base. Boca will take that. Not money towards the Halberd fund.
Not the illusions that he wants to make. It's a support Miranda, not a Medusa. Continues. Sumail with a literal flawless game, Owen. 5-0-6 from the lane till now.
Yeah, and in a lane matchup that can definitely be a bit of a trick.
Can be.
It's not this game for Sumail at all. That solo kill. Ever since he's been unstoppable.
Omar. Tech success, but it's actually X-Success who finds Omar.
Yeah, he'll have to
He's
drop
got
the
back
arena.
up. Kills him actually by himself. Arrow won't connect, but they've got the leap, they've got the star stun. Omar's actually getting out, just kidding.
Right, never mind. Not an easy kill at all. See ya.
He's like, all right, Mars ult on cooldown, team.
All right, job done. Well done there by Omar.
All right, that was nice.
Quest, they are down 9k. It's a difficult game. Not an impossible game, though. We've seen Quest make quite some comebacks.
It's still difficult because the overall core-to-core matchup, right? The TA versus that Dusa matchup, with them not able to get any type of slowdown onto the... Yeah, I feel like Kaori's illusions are actually just going to be the best thing that Dusa at this point because of how big she really is.
Sure. I mean, what do you think the way is going to be for TA 2000? Does he get the BKB, or he has to take the risk to go for sort of the more glass cannon to have the MKB first, just so they have some sort of way of threatening Monet in the fights?
Unsure. It might just have to be the BKB, but we'll see. I mean, the push, Aster's just going to force it. They're going to see if Quest can actually hold them off and slow them down by any means.
I mean, they've still got, what, nearly 2 minutes left on the Aegis for Monet.
They don't have the lens on the Shadow Demon just yet, do they? So he doesn't actually have good cast range to even get the disruption of these illusions. XXS even just blinking in, bodying a little bit here with the Bulwark. The tower's dropping.
I mean, they're pushing 2 towers here. Sumail's going for the top wave as well. Really getting the pressure in onto Quest, trying to force some sort of response. The mid-tier 3 is gone.
Kaori he cannot walk up and make illusions. He's scared to just get set up on. Big wave. He's gonna get cut.
Mono's looking to finish off this melee Rex before the backdoor protection kicks in.
Okay, he is gonna get some illusions made. Those strong ones.
Backdoor protection will kick back in. Mono not able to get the Rex for now. Next creep wave is coming in, so Aster unlikely to be going anywhere. It's just Quest Esports support trying to slow down this push as much as they can.
Okay.
The racks will be taken. Next big iron pickups are being done. Amar's now got his halberd, and
what they can do.
TA 2000 has the BKB.
Lens done also on the Shadow Demon, so you can actually cast his spells from a certain distance, and this might be the big go that Quest has to go for here, Monet.
So what they can find with this, they get the setup. First with the disruption. Already though, XXS return jumps in and completely closed up Corey. Does mean he's being caught pretty deep himself.
They're gonna full retreat.
Will die for that.
They're leaving him. Trap though, connects onto Sumail.
Good kisses as well. Sumail's getting low. Some of the slight and fish. He's got the remnant. They're able to turn with the soul rip. Peach, you get the kill on Omar. Sumail will live.
Oh my, Omar died in seconds. Sumail able to get himself out of there. Looked close for a second, but able to step away. Albert, that's status resist.
There's a defense at the end of the day by Quest.
But expensive one.
Have to use the buyback on Corey, and Aster, they don't lose too much, just losing XXS off the back of that. It was a pretty wild play by XXS, going in pretty deep for that jump.
But they recognize they just reset and run away, right? As long as they don't lose more, it's fine if XXS dies there for everybody backing up. And Sumail, now, again, he's taking a bit of that back foot. It's an E-blade, but it's just like, it's not really like I'm going to be killing so much as I'm protecting and just being this nuisance and annoyance so that Monet can do this carry job.
Yeah, it's smart.
I like it a lot.
Sort of the lead that Aster have, Sumail knows the only real threat, if there is any coming from him anyway, it's TA 2000.
Nope.
Between the halberd and the E-blade, he's going to make TA 2000's life very, very hard. Bottom lane, Noob gets caught out, and Noob out for 50 seconds. Spent up on the force stuff, does not have buyback available, so creep waves coming down the mid lane and the bottom. At least this tier 2 should be going down, and maybe even more. Aster, they could be ready to go high ground again.
Feels like it. I think that is that the full MKB? It is. So I think this is actually Monet building an MKB to deal with his own illusions, if I'm not mistaken, right? He just wants to be able to clear him out. They want to end this.
As you said, that's sort of the biggest threat.
His only threat is himself.
The MKB will be the answer.
Amar's going to try. This is the last hurrah, it feels, for Quest, perhaps.
3 seconds without Noob.
Success.
Much for the jump in. Catch. Just coming out from Bonnie. Amar, he gets caught by the sun.
He's gone.
He's out. As Baboka was able to sort of slide it very nicely down the side of the creep wave, Amar was not prepared at all, gets caught. As this bottom tier 3, it's being taken out. They've
got the one to drop.
Got the glyph at least, but Amar, he's out for 40 seconds.
They can't pose any threat onto Monet, just standing there. The illusions at this point die fast because of that MKB that he was able to purchase too.
Gotta do something soon here, Quest.
Penta can't get the disruption off. Gains. Arrow.
Has to put the BKB tier 2000 there.
That does not feel good for him.
Yeah, and even with that BKB, there's nothing they can do to stop these racks from going down. The melee racks are gone. XXS jumping in. He's able to get the arena down. They've locked in TA 2000. The backs there. TA 2000 out of the game for 70.
Looks like that's going to be game 3 probably. Lane Aster.
It seems that way.
They can swing toward top. They're still pretty healthy on Monet. If they have any Lotuses or anything, they've got some arcane boots. Yeah, they're going to pass them over to him. They're going to look to close it out. Quest smoked up. And they even find a kill out of it. All of Aster just together here. They're setting up on top of the remnants. They actually blow him up.
Sumail.
He's on the red for his team.
It's a pretty long static link, but the arrow's there to hold back him up. Sumail's going to get healed up by the soul rip. He's fine for now. Noob not able to get in range to finish Sumail off. Sumail backs up for the safety of his teammates.
That's Megas.
The space is there, and indeed the Megas are out for Aster.
Well, Rangebacks is still down bottom, but either way, they call it GG. It's pretty much Megas.
It really was. GG is called. Wow. Aster will take game 2, and in a very impressive way as well. 23-7, 22k lead. They hit back hard after getting stomped in game 1.
Nice.